What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to cover the 7 points that I look for in a wonderful project, something that is going to make a lot of money, in my opinion, in the future. And the best way I could do that is compare my 2 favorite coins to the 2 big boys. So I'm going to compare Algorand and XRP to Bitcoin and Ethereum. And the most fair way I could do it is straight across the board. Use the same criteria for each one individually, go across the board, and just do it in a real quick, easy to understand manner. We're going to cover a couple things that might need some definitions, but I've got the definitions pulled up and then in my head the way to kind of describe it better, hopefully anyways. So bear with me with this. So the points go like this. First, scalability. Scalability is very important for a long-term project. If your project isn't scalable, then you've got no liquid future, no cash future. So Algorand, is it scalable? Yes, Algorand is high on the scalability scale, very high. Bitcoin, there's no denying it. Bitcoin is really not scalable. It's a store of value. That's why it's a store of value. You're not going to go out and buy gum with Bitcoin, not unless you want to wait a few days and have that gum cost more than the actual price of the gum. Ethereum, it's low scalability as well. And I know the merge, the updates to making it proof of stake rather than proof of work. I get it, but it's not scalable, and I'm not sure that these upgrades are going to make Ethereum scalable. Ripple, it is definitely scalable. Ripple has the same kind of scalability as Algorand. They are both very high on the scalability scale. Scalability scale. Oof, wow, that's confusing. Decentralization. Now, that is an interesting one when it comes to Ripple, and we'll have to get into it a little bit. Algorand, very high on decentralization. The governance and all that adds to it. Bitcoin, very high on decentralization. It was the big boy. It was the front runner. It is absolutely decentralized. Ethereum, high on the decentralization scale. Now, Ripple, not so much, and there's arguments to that. In my opinion, Ripple is not decentralized. They have a default list of validators. Now, I'll give you this. The XRP ledger, yes, it is decentralized. It is on a public blockchain. You can get on your computer and get onto that. You can get onto the XRP ledger. But XRP as a whole isn't a hybrid blockchain, which means it's not a public and a private blockchain hybrid that blends the two into another blockchain. It is absolutely centralized on a whole. Gosh, I hope that makes sense. Security, Algorand, very high. It's absolutely high. It's a random algorithm that picks someone at random from millions of people. You don't know where to attack the network. Bitcoin, it's a pretty high security as well. So's Ethereum, even though I'm not sure that this trade over to proof of stake is going to keep it the same. I think it might open some back doors. So, but right now, yeah, I believe the security of Ethereum is high. Ripple, the security is medium. And again, that goes down to the centralization. Anytime you have a default list of validators, you know where to attack. You know what is going to happen. You know who calls the shots, and you know where to hang out to create an ambush. And there's much greater chance that you can find that validator at the right time, that they're doing something that you can get in and type it. Consensus mechanism. That means a lot today. Proof of work has a bad rap. I don't know if Bitcoin will ever shake that. So Algorand uses pure proof of stake, a native pure proof of stake. It was built that way. It will help with the scalability. Bitcoin is proof of work. Your computer's got to do the work, hash it out, and do it better and faster than everybody else in order to get the reward. Ripple, XRP. Federated Byzantine Agreement. Now, here is a definition for you. Federated Byzantine Agreement, and then I'll tell you what I believe it means in dumbed-down words because I'm not really that bright. A Federated Byzantine Agreement, or FBA, is a form of Byzantine fault tolerance, where each Byzantine general is responsible for their own blockchain. A Federated Byzantine Agreement is used for high throughput, network scalability, and low transaction costs. How I read that? Well, you have your validators, you have your nodes, you have, think of any blockchain, whatever terminology they want to use for it. They are in charge of that particular section of the blockchain. That means it frees everybody up to do other things, helps it move a little bit faster. So, a federated Byzantine agreement. And Ethereum, for now, is proof of work, moving to proof of stake. We'll see how well that goes. Transaction throughput. The all-important transaction throughput. How many transactions per second is the blockchain able to handle? Tops. Now, there are bottlenecks and things of that nature, but they go as follows. Right now, Algorand is at 1,000, getting ready to move up to quite a bit more. That is sufficient. That's sufficient for Visa and all the other credit cards and debit card transactions. That's sufficient for now. Algorand is getting ready to get an upgrade to make that quite a bit faster, but for now, it's 1,000 transactions per second. Bitcoin, 7. Only 7. Ethereum, for now, only 15. It's supposed to improve with these upgrades. We will see. We can't, for a second, throw any numbers around with those because it hasn't happened. And how many times do we get these things where someone says this upgrade is going to do this amazing thing and everybody jumps in and they buy the news? And the next thing you know, things happen and it doesn't work as advertised. So we're holding off on that. We're going with what we know now. XRP beats them all on this part, 1,500. So yeah, that is an absolute winner right there for XRP. Smart contracts. Well, Ethereum has Solidity, and Algorand uses Teal, Reach, and Clarity. Bitcoin and XRP, as of now, do not. I don't believe Bitcoin ever can. I don't think it's built that way. I don't think you can actually accept it. I might be wrong. Absolutely correct me if I'm wrong. I'm curious. I'd like to know if Bitcoin can do smart contracts. Now, I know you can wrap Bitcoin and do smart contracts that way. You can like have Algorand wrapped Bitcoin and perform smart contracts that way and actually pay lower transaction fees. But Bitcoin as a whole, as of now, no. Now, hybrid blockchain, another definition. And I'm getting to the end and the good stuff on why I believe Algorand and XRP on all these in a second. A hybrid blockchain is the capability of having both a combination private and public blockchain. Private blockchain, obviously, as it says, private. Only certain computers, certain individuals can get onto that blockchain. And a public blockchain, you can get on your computer and get on that blockchain. It takes the most important parts of each of those, the speed of a private blockchain and the security of a public blockchain, and it is able to blend them together. So that way you have your public blockchain over here, you have your private blockchain over here, the best of both worlds as they go on that they find, the speed and the security, overlap in between, and we are able to utilize both of them. Out of that, Algorand is the only one that is an actual hybrid blockchain. XRP ledger to the side, it's not really truly a hybrid blockchain. There is no overlap between the public ledger and the private XRP blockchain. So they can't utilize the best of both worlds. Only Algorand does that. Now, why, out of all these, do I like Algorand and XRP the most? Well, it kind of speaks for itself. Bitcoin is not scalable. Ethereum is not scalable. I don't believe the upgrades are going to help it. Proof of work, proof of stake. Proof of stake is definitely the way to go. It's getting a bad rap. It does use a lot of electricity. I mean, I mined for a bit, and yeah, the electric bill definitely goes up. Didn't really kind of seem worthwhile unless you have yourself a huge rig and you're able to hash those at a phenomenal rate and make profit that way, which can be done. Absolutely, 100%. But I am a lazy investor and I like my money to do all the work for me. I believe in my life, I have worked hard enough. I have overcome enough hurdles that it's time that I relax. And out of all those, XRP and Algorand, to me, I believe, have the greatest gains. Bankers, coins, whatnot aside, I really don't care. It's all about what I believe is going to have the highest gains in the future. And out of Algorand and XRP, I like Algorand a little bit better. I like their team, and I like the fact that the price has been suppressed for so long, because when it pops, it's going to pop. And they keep trucking forward with all these amazing partnerships, and they never really get the credit that they are due. But when I talk to developers, when I ask developers when they first come over to Algorand what they think, they are all amazed. And that's what you want to hear. The ability to accumulate a project that I believe in, that I absolutely believe the price is way lower than the value of the project itself. It has a lot of room to grow. And it is giving me the capability to accumulate today, so that way in the future, when it goes up, I get those percentage gains. And I love what the project stands for. It's green, it's fast, it's scalable, it's secure, it's easy to use. It will work in a low power state. You just need a phone. It's going to help bank millions, if not billions, of unbanked individuals. It's getting ready to have so many eyes on it that it is going to take off, in my opinion. Questions, comments, concerns, throw a like. A subscribe would be absolutely amazing. I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys on the next one.